Alright everyone, I'm taking a win once again. As predictable, the legacy media actually is talking about Trump's campaign platform, his first, of course, campaign release the other day in the wake of the NFT debacle, talking specifically about internet free speech above all else. So amending Section 230, getting a digital Bill of Rights, attempting to hold federal bureaus and their members accountable for breaches of the First Amendment. Again, as I explained the other day, it would require some court cases, but some of what he suggested he can do on day one via EO. And it can't really be combated unless, if the legislature wants to pass a law overriding his executive order explicitly allowing the government to propagandize to U.S. citizens. By the way, that's unfortunately legal in the wake of Obama ending that long-standing ban on it that dates back to the atomic era, by the way. That's fine. He can do that, and he solves half the problem on day one. Then you try to amend Section 230 to make sure that platforms and publishers are mutually exclusive, as was the actual intent of 230. Link in the description. Archived, of course. CNN decided to do a bit on this. Of course, it's a page B sort of thing. They're still whining about Elon Musk and the banning of journalists at the moment, but it is getting covered, and I can't look at this article and construe it in any fashion other than some of their loaded language, like Trump wants to force federal bureaus not to do something. Yeah, he wants to force federal bureaus to respect the Constitution would be the proper way to put it, but they do some word mumbo-jumbo, some voodoo words in their particular article. Please look at this, though, and try to construe it as anything other than an endorsement of Donald Trump. That they accidentally make Trump sound even better with their write-up than his original post actually does, amplifying his message. There are other legacy media articles on it. Again, they are fixated on the NFT thing, but you'll notice something, and this is hilarious. Trump cleaned up $4.5 million in de facto campaign donations in only a couple of hours by releasing an NFT line. He could probably, by the way, do it again next week and make the same amount. He can do this ad nauseum because there are people out there that are wealthy and realize, hey, I can effectively donate to his political campaign, but it's not a political donation. Very, very interesting. They were talking about how his golf club there, apparently his like the place where his golf club meetings take place, that the address for the company that they're using for the NFT design apparently is based there, so it's probably like across the street in a motel room, and that's where it's registered as a company or something. It's kind of skeevy, but then again, you got to realize most politicians in Congress that have tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars did it by getting money from China with book deals. So you'll excuse me if I look the other way. Hey, it's not illegal. You're the ones that built the election laws as far as campaign finance goes. I guess that the fucking crows are coming home to roost. But look at this article and try to find any fault with what Trump is proposing. Again, amending Section 230, hell, Congress has been having that debate now for a couple of years. Even some liberals are amenable to the concept, although there are different ideas about how to amend it. It's clear that it no longer functions as intended. It's just that people have different intents of how it's supposed to function. Ultimately, in the end, simply splitting platform and publisher apart solves the problem. Either moderate whatever you want, call yourself a publisher, and you're liable for anything that's posted on your site, or you're a platform. You're admitting you can't moderate everything, so fixate on things that are illegal. Do the opposite of what Twitter did until Elon Musk took over. You know, the whole banning people for parody accounts thing because of disinformation while allowing child exploitation on the site openly and having no problem with it, allocating no agents or resources to combating it. Apparently that wasn't on their priority list. Fuck the kids. In their case, probably literally. We've got bigger things to do. This account just questioned the election or something like that. They questioned what Dr. Fauci said. This is a huge public priority because grandma will die if we don't take this Twitter account down that has 20 fucking followers. CNN accidentally makes Trump sound even better. It's almost an aggrandizement of Trump's particular proposals. Digital Bill of Rights, if you want to get leaning libertarian voters on board with Trump 2024, there's no better buzz term, I think, at this point. Digital Bill of Rights is something that dates to like the fucking Ron Paul era. That was long before you had the modern wave of censorship. That was before the last 3 different waves of tech censorship. That's a big-time issue for a lot of independent voters. I know it gets me excited. When I looked at Trump's proposal, I thought, shit, did I write this in my sleep? Was I like hallucinating and I wrote this up and sent it off to Don Jr. and Big Don liked it or something? It looked like something that I would have put in a fucking manuscript. I like it. It ticks all the boxes. About the only thing left, as far as Trump's Section 230, Digital Bill of Rights, etc. proposal, cracking down on censorship. You need to put the genie back in the bottle and undo what Obama did and restore to proper order the press by banning the federal government from using it as a propaganda apparatus. Because really what we've seen over the last few years is the fruits of that particular decision. And they're not nice. It's not nice sweet fruit. It's a pile of rotten bananas, all slimy. It's gotten to the point where it's so past due you can't even make banana bread out of it anymore. Fuck, you know, toss it in the compost pile, toss it in the trash. So I think you should check out the link in the description. By the way, the cat woke me up at 4:30 and, you know, I got 3 hours of sleep. So if I seem a little bit low energy today, there's probably a reason for that. Maybe it'll make me grumpier. It's certainly making me more caffeinated, so it could be good for everybody. Stay tuned for some more mean tweets later. Generally directed towards the legacy media and craft avoids. By the way, Dash Dabrowski unblocked me. I guess he wasn't getting enough attention. He wasn't getting enough negative reactions to his shitty posts, so he decided to unblock some people or something. I'm liking this though. If Trump's remaining pledges, I think he'll probably do 3 or 4 more basic planks in his platform. I'm assuming the border will come up. I'm assuming foreign policy, which that's a big one. Generally speaking, like Biden has completely failed on it, so that'll be a big one. Crime, I guarantee that crime will be one of them. Here's my concept of how to combat crime. Unfortunately, one of the planks in that sub-plank, of course, will be kill the drug dealers. I don't support executing people for dealing drugs, because dealing is a tenuous and often state-defined term anyway. Having a little crack baggie and selling it to a couple of friends is a little bit different from trying to get little kids at the middle school hooked on narcotics. Generally doesn't happen because middle schoolers generally don't have a lot of fucking income. Just to be clear about drug pushing and the reality behind it. But I expect that over the coming months he'll release more videos like this. They're probably already recorded now, to be clear. They'll measure the release. What I'm hoping, and this deviates from this article making him sound good, what I'm hoping is you don't have another messy NFT style rollout. I'm hoping that he will get together with just a few dozen, maybe a few hundred major creators that like MAGA, they like populism, some of which aren't even US based, which is funny. Get them together and say, look, you sign up for this program. We need you to, the legacy media is going to brick wall us. We need you to disseminate the information to your fans so that we can get viral, get trending. The legacy media at some point has no choice but to report on what we're saying. But you have to be that vessel by which the public actually knows what we're posting, because of course Trump can't use Twitter, partially self-imposed, and the legacy media refuses to report on what we're doing because they're trying to starve the campaign of attention to make it appear to people like it doesn't exist, trying to trigger a rough, messy Republican primary. So you sign up for this, you will get a pre-warning a day before, 2 days before, hey, this video's dropping here and now, and then you amplify it. You put it out on your Twitter account, you make a video summing it up on YouTube, you post it on your fucking TikTok with a little dance shuffle. You do the brown sugar shuffle on TikTok like a minstrel and, you know, get all the Zoomers involved, the Zoomers that give a damn about politics. There seem to be fewer of them, actually. For all of the hype, the younger voting base, turnout and activism-wise, actually, I think a little bit less than millennials so far. That's actually sad, just to be clear. That's about all. Peace out.